how is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the centenary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious stones of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how they are esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the suckling child cleave to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man break it into them. They that feed diligently or dissociated in the streets, they that were brought up in the scarlet and breast dig hills, for the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown as in a moment, and no hands stayed on her. Her Nazarenes were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more vivid in body than rivers. And their portion was a suffering, and their vag is a blacker than a clothes. They are not known in their clothing. They are not known in the streets. The skin cleaved to their bodies. It is weather. It became like a stick. They that is slain with the sword are bitter than they that be slain with bare hunger. For those pine away, struggling through for want of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful woman have sold them their own children, they were their mate. And the destruction of the daughter of my people. The Lord have accomplished his fury, has poured out his forced anger, and has kindled a fire in Sodom. It has devoured the foundation thereof. The kings of the earth and the inhabitants of the world would not have believed that the anniversary of the Lord should have entered into the gates of Israel, for the sin of her prophets, and cruelty of her priests that have shed the blood of the just in the midst of her. They have wandered as blind men in the streets. They have polluted themselves with blood, so that man could not touch their garments. And they cried unto them, Depart ye. It is unclean, depart, touch not when they flee away. No wonder they said among the heathen, they shall no more shudder in there. The anger of the Lord has divided them, he will no more regard them. They respect not the persons of the priests, they favor not the elders. As for our eyes yet fall for our vain help and our watching. We watch for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursue us upon the mountains, they lay wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of all naturals, the anointing of the Lord, was taken in their pits. When we shall take in their pits, when we shall under his shadow, we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through into thee, and shall be drunken, and shall make themselves naked. The punishment of day and cruelty is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, and he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thee in cruelty, O daughter of Edom. He will discover their sins. And remember, O Lord, what is kind upon us considered. Behold, our reproach, our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless, our murderers are as wild widows. We are drunken all water for money, our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution, we labor and have no rest. We have given their hand to the Egyptians and to the Azarites, and to be sanctified bread. Our waters are sin and are not, and we have bond and created servants to rule over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand. We get our bread with the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wicked wilderness. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. They ravished the women in Zion and the maids in the cities of Judah. Princes are hanged up by their hand, and the faces of the elders were not hard. And took the young man into grind, and the children fell under the wood. Elder has ceased from the gate, the young man from the mulstick, and the joy of our heart is ceased, and our dance is turned to mourning. The crown is fallen from our head unto us that we have sinned. For this our God is spated for those things our eyes are dim. Because of the mountain of Zion, which is desolated, fox walked up on it. O Lord, remnants forever, they throne from generation to generation. Wherefore, thou forget us forever, and forsake us so long. Turn thou us unto thee, O Lord. We shall be turned, renew our days of old. But thou hast utterly rejected us, and thou hast very wrote against us. Cheers. I had to use this word to describe the book by its key event, C19:1, going forth out in Luke 9:31 and 2 Peter 1:15. The word does speaks of physical death, Jesus and Peter. This embodies the Donatism theme of redemption, because of redemption is accomplished only through death. The Latin title is limited adults' book of departure and taken from the Greek title. Now, let's see. The phone battery again. Oh, if I can record this stinking oh my god, the phone blurry, guys. You see this? Man, now those are names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came into Jacob, Reuben and Summer and Levi and Judah, Oscar, Zilba and Benjamin and Dan and Naphtali, Gal and Asher, and all the souls that came out of the lines of Jacob were 70 souls for Joseph and was in Egypt already. Man, oh my god, why is it so blurry? The blur won't go away, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Jesus Christ, help me. I can't believe this. You guys, oh my god, it's not working. You guys see this? This is on cam. Man, come on, man. Joseph died and all his brethren, all their generation, and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. And now 3 arose up a new king over Egypt, which know not Joseph. He said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely. Man, now it wants to blur now. That boy, I swear, boy. Oh my god, man. Oh man. Wise with them, least they multiply. It came to pass that when they fall out anywhere, they join to us, our enemies fight against us, and get them out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmakers, to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for the Pharaoh's treasure cities and Pulton and remedies. But the more they afflict them, the more they multitude and grow. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. The Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with water. They made their lives bitter with hard bondage and mortar and the brick and all manner of service in the field. All the service wherein they made them serve was record. The king of Egypt spake the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of other Pry. And man, he said, when ye do the office, yeah, but the blurry come back again. Can't help but laugh, boy, I swear. Also, the midwife to do the Hebrew woman see there to theme them upon their stores. If it be a son, then ye should kill him. But if it be a daughter, then ye should live. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the man children alive. The king of Egypt called the midwives and said unto them, why ye this thing have saved the man and the children alive? And the midwives unto the Pharaoh became the Hebrew women, not as the Egypt women, for they are lively and are delivered all, and the midwives come into and into them. Therefore God dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. Came to pass because of the midwives feared God that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son is born ye shall cast into the river, every daughter ye shall save alive. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took a wife, a daughter of Levi. The woman conceived and bare a son when she saw him that he was godly. A goodly child, she hid him 3 months. When she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and dabbed in the slime and with pitch, and put the child therein. She laid it in the flag by the river's bank. And his sister stood afar off to what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river. And her maidens walked along by the riverside, and when they saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to flinch it. When she said, open it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on her. And this is one of the Hebrew children. Then said sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call thee a nurse of the Hebrew woman, that she may nurse the child of thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maids went and called the child's mother. And the Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me. I will give thee their wings. For the woman took the child and nourished it, and the child grew, and brought him into Pharaoh's daughter. He became her son. And she called his name Moses, and she said, because I drew him out of the water. Came to pass at the throne of days that when Moses was grown, and that he went out unto his brethren, look on the burdens, and he spied in Egypt, spitting in Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way, that way. When he saw that there was no man, he shed the Egypt and hid him in the sand. When he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews stole together. He said to him that did the wrong, wherefore spites and they follow. He said, who made a prince of a judge over, intend though to kill me, as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, and sought to slay Moses, and Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. He sat down by a well. Now the priests of Midian have 7 daughters. They came and drew water, and filled the throats to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them, and watered their flock. When they came to Reuben their father, he said, how is it that ye came into the son of the day? They said, in Egypt deliver us out of the hand of the shepherds. Also drew water out for us, and water for the flock. He said unto the daughter, where is he? Why is it that ye left the man and him that he may eat bread? And Moses continued to dwell with the man. He gave Moses as a brother his daughter. She bare him a son. He called his name Garmona, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. And it came to pass in the proceeding time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel signed by reason of the bondage, and their cry came up unto God by reason of the bondage. God heard the groaning, and God remembered his covenant in Abraham with Isaac and with Jacob. God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respected it unto them.